5, widespread chaos and confusion. The Trump administration is ordering an imminent freeze on federal grant and loan programs, potentially totaling trillions of dollars. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for your news at 5. The pause, which will go into effect in about 30 seconds now, will cut off money that states and communities and even in some cases schools and researchers really rely on. However, it will not include money for people receiving individual assistance.
Social Security benefits, Medicare benefits, food stamps, welfare benefits, assistance that is going directly to individuals will not be impacted by this pause. This administration, if you are receiving individual assistance from the federal government, you will still continue to receive that.
And among some organizations, even here locally, there is just a big question mark right now on whether they're part of that funding freeze. Well, Queen City News anchor Derek Dellinger had a chance to dig into this today. Here, Derek, you're live in Uptown right now, and this is something that even nonprofits and even colleges and universities have been working to get answers on.
Yes, and there has been some developments just in the past couple of seconds. In fact, a federal judge has blocked some of this from really going into effect. These spending freezes, these pauses from going into effect. We'll have more on that throughout the show tonight. But the big answer has been throughout the day. There's been a lot of confusion here. In fact, we've had colleges and universities. They were able to find out just a little bit earlier today that they would not be affected by this because there were worries about Pell Grants and student loan operations. But then there were other organizations like Meals on Wheels. The local member here is Nourishop, and they say they are still trying to figure out whether or not they could be impacted by this at all.
Nourishop, as it is known these days, has been helping feed families in Charlotte for the last 50 years. Known as Loaves and Fishes and Friendship Trays, they get some federal funding for their programs, which include their Meals on Wheels program. And right now, there's a question they say they do not have the answer to.
I think there are a lot of unknowns out there. So every nonprofit executive that I know is watching the news closely for more information on how this might impact organizations like ours, but ultimately how it might impact the people that we're trying to help.
Tina Postel is Nourishop's CEO. She noted that federal funding makes up only a small part of their overall funding, but she knows other organizations that rely heavily on it. Either way, she noted to us every penny counts. That funding has been called into question with the Trump administration's announcement of a pause on federal grants and loans. Postel has been working to get what she calls clarity on what that all means.
We are actively answering phone lines right now from people who are concerned about what their future looks like. You know, are they going to be able to put food on their table?
Clarity on what many say was a broad order that had colleges and universities also wondering what it meant for them. On Tuesday, the Education Department said the pause would not affect Pell Grant and student loan programs, but questions remain about research programs at some universities and colleges that rely on those grants. The UNC system is saying in a statement to Queen City News that we are monitoring proposed changes in federal policy and assessing areas where we might need to respond or adjust. The local impacts could also be larger, with noted concerns from lawmakers on both sides of the aisle on federal housing and Medicaid. But for now, here, many just want to know what this pause will mean because the next few days could be important for anyone needing help.
At the end of the day, my biggest concern is not what's going to happen to my organization, but what's going to happen to the hardworking families who need organizations like mine in order to make ends meet.
So despite that order from the federal judge coming in the last couple of minutes, essentially pausing the pause, there's still some political reaction to this. Senator Thom Tillis's office says that they're still trying to figure out exactly what this pause, if it ultimately does go through, what it will mean. We are also going to be talking just a little bit later on this evening with Representative Alma Adams. Queen City News chief political correspondent Andy Weber will have that coming up later on tonight on her reaction to everything that's happened today and everything that's happened just within the last couple of moments. For now, we are live in Uptown. Derek Dellinger, Queen City News.